Good morning, everyone. This is Tony, and I just wanted to come to you with Tony's tips for this week and just encourage you to just kind of decide what your real why is on why you're doing what you're doing to get healthy. I just had a great conversation with a gal. So I'm in some education classes this week, and I'm out taking my walk on my break, by the way, so hopefully it's not going to be too noisy out here. But anyway, I just had a great conversation with a classmate who has lost about 53 pounds, and we were just talking about how one of the reasons why it's so hard in our culture to keep our weight off. She said, you know, we celebrate almost everything with food, or we eat for so many different reasons, whether it's celebrating this or whether it's comfort or whether it's I mean, you fill in the blanks, right? There's so many reasons why we eat. And I think I want you to get a piece of paper out and jot down at least 3, maybe 4 reasons why you eat when you eat. And this is kind of straight out of the Habits of Health and the companion guide to identify some of the things that have caused struggle for you in your life and for putting on weight. And remember, it only takes eating 100 calories a day more than you burn to gain 10 pounds per year. And I know it's so easy to eat 100 extra calories. So think about, what are you eating when you're not on program that has contributed to your weight gain? Pardon me. And write some things down, how you're going to do things differently. I think I'll stop here in the shade for a second. Write some things down as to what you're going to do different going forward, because remember, this is for the rest of our lives. We have to get it, and we have to make these changes. And I was just telling her that while I'll never go back to where I came from, for sure, my life is so different for Brenda and I, and how we eat and how we live, sleep, exercise, reducing stress, just creating boundaries in our lives and things like that. We'll never go back, but I also just said, but I'll never be perfect. I'm a foodie. I love food. It's just learning to moderate and have smaller portions. And I think I've shared with you guys that I recently went back on program, and I'm hit 9.7 pounds. Technically I'm done, but it's just so easy being on program. And I said, you know, one of the reasons I love going back on program, even though I hate going back on program, but I love going back on program, is because it reminds me about the smaller portions and just thinking more about what I'm eating and consuming. Again, because I do love food, and I don't always eat perfectly, it's just easy to slowly gain the weight back, and sometimes quickly. And so getting back on program does help me revisit portion control and reminds me how good I feel when things fit better, and just what a difference 10 pounds makes. So wherever you're at on your journey, whether you're on program or partially on program or just in maintenance, whatever it is, think through what you really want. Think how good you feel when you're where you want to be, or when you're moving in that direction, versus when you make the choice to not do what you know is going to be best for you and in your overall health, and the difference we feel. Quick example, when I was on the video chat with my coach Tammy, and we were talking about you know, what are some of the big things I want to accomplish today or this week or whatever it is. And I had goals of making some things happen by a certain day, and I hadn't done it. And then I thought one day, you know what, if I don't just stop and do this right now, I'm going to feel terrible that I haven't done it. And if I do it, I'm going to feel fabulous that I've done it and that I can check this off my list. So anyway, and that kind of same with food. If we can just say, okay, this is what I want, because when we eat the stuff that we would rather not or shouldn't eat, you know, it's so temporary. So anyway, get in touch with the big picture of why you want to be healthy, and focus on that and keep making steps towards that. And sometimes, yeah, it's 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, and sometimes it's 5 steps back, but just stay in forward motion, knowing what you want, why you want it, and then write down those things, that reasons that you've eaten and why you want to make changes. And just realize that, yeah, I eat for this reason and that reason, and going forward, I'm going to be much more aware. So anyway, I hope that helps. If I haven't heard from you yet, please check in. If you want to check in, I'm here for support. I'd love to support you. Let me know what your weight's at so I can update your file. And by the way, my lovely assistant Terry, she sends these videos out for me to everybody via text. And if you ever want to be taken off the list, just let me know that. And Anyway, we'd love to hear from you. God bless. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Get outside and enjoy the good weather if you're in good weather like we are here in Idaho. Bye-bye.